Oh, oh, yes. Calm down. Come on. Chuck number 3 at 5 miles. See how these guys get on. So far they've been, the first 2 chucks have been there when I've got back yesterday. I took them again to the first place, which is like almost 3 miles. And I arrived at home same time as they did. So I'm going to let them all go together and see if they beat me back.
This is a busy period for fanciers. The big races are underway, but with the young bird season just about to start, every man and his kittle are driving up the road to train their young ones.
The birds are back. I've just arrived and they're flying, so I'm going to get them in now. That's good.
It's race day, and as soon as the message comes through that the birds have been liberated, I spring into action. Because I built my loft without a clue as to what I was doing, I didn't make it user-friendly, so I have to roll out the cable and rig up the clock each race day. Luckily, with all the birds out for the day, I can spend time giving the loft a good clean and reclaim those nutrients, adding to my ever-growing stock of compost. I scramble through the bags of feed and add some electrolytes to the water, then top up the trough so that the birds can eat what they like when they get back.
Alright, so the birds were let up at 7:20 this morning from Darlington, which is 96 miles and 106 yards. It's quite, it's calmed down now, but it was really windy earlier. Southwest wind, I think southwest-west.
With the west wind, we should be odds on to score well, assuming the birds are fit and I've done my job, because we're one of the furthest east lofts, so I can use that to estimate the expected arrival time.
So I reckon about an hour and 55 minutes today. Between 10 past and 15:15 will be a good bird, I think. Well, we've got ages yet, 20 minutes. Oh, we're well ahead of schedule, Rufus. Is there something you would like? There's a red kite. Any minute now. Oh, oh, yes. Oh, 3. Come on. Calm down. Come on.
I was pleased to see 3 drop together, and they trapped really well too. All 3 were hens, including one of my first birds, Charlie's Angel 1983.
Yes. Right, they circled for probably 3. And there was even another one. They were with another bird. So that 1983, 5, 5, 6, 7. 9, 14, 12. 14, 12. Bang on the money there, wasn't I? Yep.
Several minutes behind were 3 cocks, trapping fast but flying slow.
So those first 3 birds came pretty much, here we go, here's another one. Nice. Good job, well done. So those, the first 3 birds came right over the house. That's kind of where we want them to come from. And the next 3 came from over the east, which is what you'd expect because it's really blowing. It's blowing them over that way. So, you know, Grantham should be in with a good shot. Here's another one. I can't see if I'm getting this because I'm holding the camera by hand. There's been 1 or 2 that have just sort of appeared, and I think they've overflown. Those first ones are about where I expected them to be, probably 52 miles an hour. Come on. Here's number 2 now, look.
8 minutes behind the leaders was this year's NRCC Lyric Hopeful. Technically Archie's bird that we got from Alex in Belgium, the 2-year-old cock seems to prefer the longer races out of Scotland. He flew well last year from Thurso, and all being well, he'll make the 480-mile flight, much of it over the North Sea, from the Shetland Isles in a few weeks' time. For the rest of the afternoon, the birds continued to drop into the loft like labour leaflets through my letterbox. No, this isn't real time. It would be nice though, wouldn't it? Right, so how did we do? Not bad actually when you think about it, but in the club we were 10th. So we were well and truly beaten by Kev Lawson. He got the first 6, and then Richo got another 2, and then Ian got another one ahead of me, all got one ahead of me, so we got 10th, 12th and 13th. I would have liked to have been better, to be fair. We were quite a way off the pace, but the birds have had a long time off, and the race before that we were behind again. So it shows that if you take a bit of a break, then it does take a long time to get the birds back into shape for the race. So going forwards, we've got another race this weekend. It was meant to be Hexham last weekend, it ended up being Darlington, so I don't know if we're going to do Hexham this weekend or not, which would be over 100 miles. If it's Darlington again, it's another 90-odd mile race, which, so I don't know, I won't find out. Well, I don't know about that. When I'll find out, probably when I'm basketing. And then the weekend after is the big one, it's Lerwick. I've got a couple of birds that I might send to that. One is the Belgian cock, thinking about sending him, because he does well over 200 miles, or at the 200 mile marks when he seems to sort of come into his own. Other than that, he's sort of in the middle of the field. And then there's a couple of hens, long distance hens that I might send, but it depends on the weather whether I send them or not. If it's going to be a tough race, I'll probably hold the yearlings back. But the 2-year-olds, I think they can go, so we shall see. But plenty of loft flying this week, and I'm trying to get them into a better shape. There's virtually no wind forecast for Saturday, and it's going to be a really hot one. Everybody knows. So I say hot, really hot. It's hot for us here in England. But yeah, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we get a decent result. But 10th in the Fed, it's not too bad. So, we'll take it.